We are with Mr. Bikash Ranjan Bhattacharya, Rajya Sabha MP, who is also representing the family of the young trainee doctor who was raped and murdered at the RG Kar Medical College and Hospital on August 9th. Welcome to ThePrint, sir.
Thank you for taking up the cause to make the people aware of the whole situation.
Sir, I wanted to ask you, right now, what is the status of the case?
Status of the case is CBI is conducting the investigation. It's not very easy for CBI to find out the truth because the apprehension which we had is also becoming now likely to be true, that the evidence, physical evidences were tampered with. And from the day one, the police and its callous attitude really creates suspicion in mind. Anyway, the Honorable High Court intervened and was kind enough to direct the investigation to be transferred to CBI. CBI is conducting investigation. It's a challenge to the premier investigating agency of the country. They have to reveal the truth. If they cannot, then Indian democracy would be really at peril, because the people will lose their confidence in the agencies, which are the important part of the running the democratic governance. We expect and hope that CBI would be able to find out the truth.
Did you approach the family of the victim after the incident happened?
No. I, out of my own consideration, I am also head of All India Lawyers Union, thought we should go and express our solidarity to the family, which is a lower middle class family. I went to meet them there, and I went there to meet them, which was incidentally immediately after the Chief Minister had met them. And I know from our earlier experience that the Chief Minister has a tendency to approach the victim families, offer them with money and job, and thereby an attempt to keep them mum. And that really helps the offenders, and it creates difficulty for the investigating agency to reveal the truth. When I met them, I told them, if you want justice, I can help you. And they had immediately agreed to. And they had allowed me to take up the cause and do the needful, so that ultimately the justice is done. That's the way it has come into operation.
So what do you have to say about the Kolkata Police's role? Because, the Kolkata Police has come under a lot of flack over the way they have handled the case from the word go.
You see, the Kolkata Police's lapses and laxity is obvious. First of all, there was a police outpost inside the hospital. And such a gruesome murder has been committed. It seems the outpost was absolutely unaware. Number one. Number two, when they...
How far is this outpost?
On the same building. It's not very far, the same building. And then, when the parents were initially informed, they cannot say exactly who had informed, they said from hospital, that your daughter is unwell. And when the parents wanted to inquire about it, what was the nature of illness, no answer. Then after a few minutes, let's say 20 minutes or 30 minutes, one phoned them up claiming to be assistant super of hospital, saying that she has committed suicide. That creates doubt. You see, a doctor, working doctor in the hospital, anyone all related with the medical business would see the body, would definitely come to the conclusion that cannot be a case of suicide. This is a case of murder. Therefore, instead of telling their parents that some gruesome murder has been committed, telling them that your daughter has caused suicide, that also creates huge trauma in the minds of the parents. That how come my daughter committed suicide? This was the situation, and thereafter the manner in which they were proceeding, that creates a lot of doubt. You see, they were in haste to cremate the body. Ultimately, that was resisted by the activists of DYFI and SFI. And then only the postmortem was done, and then only they cremated the body with all haste. And they kept the parent waiting. Even at the first instance, the body of the unfortunate girl was not made available for look to the parents at least for 3 hours. Why? And the police, it is a bounden duty as per the law of the Supreme Court. When is there a cognizable offence, they must lodge an FIR. But the FIR was lodged much after the incident was brought to their notice. They immediately started an UD case. Okay, you have started a UD case, ought to have gotten an FIR recorded by the
UD is unnatural death.
Unnatural death. You ought to have the FIR lodged by the principal of the college because he is the head of the institution. The murder was committed within the precincts of the hospital. The murder was committed of a doctor who is the employee. And principal being the guardian, it was a duty. But surprisingly, police got the FIR recorded by the father. Consider his mental situation then. Dead at night at 11:45. And the police, as it was told before the Supreme Court by their counsel, that father did not allow to register an FIR. What nonsense. It's your legal duty. It doesn't depend on the wishes of the victim family. It's your legal duty to immediately lodge an FIR. You did not do. All these dots now have to be coordinated by the investigating agency and then to bring the truth in fore. Now they have gone for polygraphy test. Let us see what happens. But this is not just an ordinary murder case.
Why are you saying so, sir?
Otherwise, this lady didn't have any enmity with anybody. The lady was working there for 36 hours. And now it comes that this hospital and particularly the principal, he is involved in many corrupt practices which earned them a lot. Maybe that she was standing in the way and her close friends are telling so. There were all these dots to be added, lined up to find out the truth.
Have you interacted with any of her close friends?
No, I did not. Since I had only met the parents' family, they had reposed confidence on me and I am moving in court. I thereafter did not talk to anybody except when I went to meet the family, I found a group of doctors were there. One of them claimed to be, and he was not only claimed, he was genuinely a forensic expert. He told me that this sort of injury and the what had happened could not be possible for one individual to do. There must be some more perpetrators. And that again has to be revealed by investigation.
Sir, now that the case has been handled to CBI, so you think that, they would get down to the bottom of the matter and find out what has happened?
They should. If they cannot, then they will betray the confidence of the people, which has been reposed to them. And the democratic governance, I tell you, the democratic governance will shatter. We have been noticing in our country that these independent agencies are failing to discharge their duties. That creates a lot of doubt in the minds of the people. It is a high time that they should prove their expertise and confidence to reveal the truth.
So you have interacted with the victim's family, her parents. So what kind of a background do they come from?
It's a lower middle class family. That's more shocking. A girl from a lower middle class family reached that stage that she was a working doctor in the hospital. So that makes us proud. The lower middle class families, if they have the chance, they can also go up. And this murder has shattered the family. The parents are absolutely, completely shattered. They are not in a position even to think wholesomely for a peaceful life.
So there are also charges. People are saying, even opposition political parties are saying that the government was trying to initially suppress what has happened.
That is no doubt to that suspicion in the minds of the not political parties and everybody, even the doctors. That's why there was tremendous amount of protest that was initially launched by the internees, doctors, medical students of the college, because they could not accept it as just an ordinary case of murder. They were so much agitated and their agitation was so strong that has spread a message throughout the country. and this must be unprecedented. I have never seen in my life that such a widespread protest arising out of a murder and rape. This widespread protest has shaken the confidence of the government itself. Therefore, the protest they wanted to destroy, as you have seen that there was a vandalism in the Arjikor hospital. And I repeatedly say that this was also engineered by ruling political party. Otherwise, on the very same day, the Chief Minister had delivered a speech near Behala. There she has not only maligned me, but also thrown a challenge that you have been demonstrating for 4 or 5 days, now I shall be on the street. And on the very same day at midnight, the vandalism was there. The whole purpose was to scare out the demonstrators. They vandalized their podiums, they vandalized their area of demonstration, scared them out. And in the spree of vandalism, they went up to the hospital, destroyed the emergency, destroyed the ENT, went up to the 3rd floor with the attempt to destroy the physical evidence. It's obvious.
So, like you said, the Trinamool Congress has been saying that, with you are a CPIM member and you representing the family of the girl is basically, akin to politicizing the whole matter.
You see, the murder and the rape of the doctor was not an act of CPIM. The huge demonstration, widespread demonstration throughout the world is not a mechanism of CPIM. And I took up the cause of the unfortunate family as a conscientious lawyer, nothing to do with the CPIM. And this lady, the Chief Minister, has been attacking me personally since 2011. Since I am really fighting out all the cases and all the atrocities perpetrated by the TMC and the government. Therefore, it's easy for them to identify me with CPIM and malign it, but that does not improve the case. The factum of the case remains there. That doesn't relate the CPIM's involvement, your involvement. And our duty is to fight it out.
So this was Mr. Bhattacharya talking to ThePrint. This is Maushumi Das Gupta with Manisha Mandal reporting from Kolkata.